Sirens, missile launches, night explosions. In the early hours of a February morning in 2026, the Middle East changed forever. Missiles lit up the skies over Iran. Military bases were struck. High-ranking commanders were killed. Within hours, retaliation began. And the world watched as a conflict many feared for decades finally erupted. This is the story of the Iran War. For years, tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States had been building. Iran's growing missile arsenal and controversial nuclear program alarmed Western governments and regional rivals. Israel saw Iran as an existential threat. The United States accused Tehran of destabilizing the Middle East through allied militias and proxy groups. Meanwhile, Iran insisted its military program was defensive, but diplomacy repeatedly failed, and the region moved closer and closer to confrontation. On February 28, 2026, that confrontation finally exploded into open warfare. A coordinated wave of airstrikes and missile attacks hit targets across Iran. Military installations, command centers, and strategic missile facilities were struck. The attacks were designed to cripple Iran's ability to launch large-scale retaliation. Several high-ranking Iranian security officials were reportedly killed, but instead of ending the threat, the strikes triggered something far larger. Within hours, Iran responded. Ballistic missiles and long-range drones were launched toward Israeli territory and American military bases throughout the Middle East. Air defense systems across the region activated immediately. Some missiles were intercepted, others were not. Explosions rocked military installations and critical infrastructure. The conflict had now spread far beyond a single battlefield. The danger was no longer limited to Iran and Israel. U.S. bases across Iraq and the Persian Gulf became potential targets. Shipping routes through the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil corridors, faced growing threats. Governments across the region raised military alerts. Airlines rerouted flights. Oil prices surged globally. The fear was clear. This conflict could spiral into a full regional war. The consequences of the Iran war extend far beyond the Middle East. Nearly one-third of the world's oil passes through nearby waters. Any disruption could send global energy prices soaring. International leaders began urgent diplomatic efforts to prevent further escalation. But with missiles already flying, diplomacy faced an enormous challenge. Wars rarely unfold the way anyone expects. Some conflicts burn out quickly. Others reshape entire regions. As the Iran war continues, the world faces a critical question. Will this conflict be contained, or will it grow into something far more dangerous? One thing is certain. The outcome of this war will influence the future of the Middle East and the world for years to come.